everybody. Today we're going to explore how to make a copy of the forms found in the science resources on the DoDEA Elementary Teaching Tools. So we're going to start in the communities of practice. You're going to find our elementary site page if you don't already know where it is. We're just going to copy and paste that address into our address bar. You have all the different topics here, so if you're on a different page, you could just switch over to science. Underneath the grade level supports, it says link to Google Drive folder with all the resources. You're going to click on that. You're then going to select the grade level that you desire. And here are the forms that are available. I know it's forms because it has the little purple icon. Now, if I clicked on it, what I'm going to do is I'm going to view it as a student, and all of my student responses would go to the main form. And I want the student responses to come to me. So how do I do that? I'll hover over it, and I'm going to right-click and make my own copy. When I make my own copy, it says it's creating a copy. And what it does is it creates a copy in my drive. It does take a moment. Sometimes longer than others. And when it's done, just so I don't have to remember the name, I can hit show file location. And what it's going to do is it switches over to my drive and it shows me where it is. So it's right here. So now I have this and I can rename it. I'm just going to put hashtag so it shows back up at the top. Now I've moved it up here. So it is now inside my drive. So how do I get it to the students without sending them a link? I could send them a link. However, I want to kind of get them to the students. So I'm going to go into my Google Classroom. So I'm going to Google Classroom. And as a teacher, this is my teacher page. I go to classwork and I'm going to create an assignment. Complete this science activity. And then here I'm going to hit add. And when I hit add, it gets the pop-up of Google Drive. And there's my file I just added. I can assign it to all of my students or I can assign it to just one. And I'm going to hit assign. Or more than one. I could do a small group if I just wanted a small group to complete the activity. So now it is in my classwork folder. For organizational sake, I can click and drag it. Let's say I want the students to complete this work on Tuesday. So now it's nice and organized for the student. They click on Tuesday, this is what I need to do. What does it look on the student end? I have a student account just so we can model. So here's my student account. And I could go to my classwork. I could look at Tuesday work. And here's the Google form we just made. And I can fill it in. I can complete my answers. All the answers have red stars, so I have to put something in there. It won't let me submit it. I can watch the video. Type my answer and hit submit. And now I switch back to my teacher one. In my teacher Google Classroom, I can actually see the open assignment. So now I'm back in my teacher one. I can see that Sharon has turned it in. I could also see my results. So if I go back into my classes, just in case, go to classwork. If I go to Google Class Drive folder, inside this folder will be my my activities and my answers. Unlike when you make a copy of other assignments, my answers are not in here. I'm going to go back to my drive where I made my copy, where I have my little hashtag. And then inside here would be my responses, my student responses, and there's my first student response. So I can see inside my classroom that the student has turned it in, but I have to go back to my my drive to actually see the student responses. I hope this helps. Bye.